This has been an exciting fortnight. It began with the calamitous passing of my old auto and finished with me acquiring another auto, having misgivings, and afterward third considerations, and after that idiom what the heck and keeping it. And after that hitting tangles with my grasp slave substitution venture on my EVR, which has influenced me to scrutinize my entire association with belonging. More good and bad times than a pogo stick competition. Anyway, I purchased another auto, which is constantly a good time for me. I know this isn't an auto proprietor site, however you 99%, essentially each of the 100 of my consistent perusers aside from Andy Goldfine, possess an auto, and I can reveal to you car news coverage is significantly more agreeable and advantageous than moto reporting, so I'd rather do that, in any event until the point when it quits sprinkling. Anyway, here's my smaller scale survey of my new ride, a 2016 Mazda 3 with the 2.5 liter programmed. Truly, I got it with the slush box, blasphemy for Mazda fans. However, I'm a Uber/Lyft driver that works generally in San Francisco, a frightful place to be in case you're a grip plate that needs to remain unwarped. You may love paddling through the gearbox, as our auto journo brethren may compose, again and again and over, yet I'll wager you'd love it significantly less on the off chance that you needed to do it 48 times each mile, so don't you set out judge me. Anyway, it's an extremely awesome auto, something worth to speak to the individuals who need a solid and fun driving background yet would prefer not to spend dumb insane mixture on an European auto. It has a well-fabricated feel, decent throttle reaction. Do you call it throttle reaction on an auto? Perhaps pedal reaction, and all the farkles and highlights you could just get on top of the line extravagance autos 10 years back. The engine is smooth and feels like a V6 in the mid-range, not a humble normally suction 4. The best part is I got it delicately utilized for about a large portion of the sticker cost. What's not to like? I'll disclose to you what's not to like. It's a mother-lovin' gas guzzler. Drive forcefully in San Francisco, bullet style, and 11.8 mpg is the thing that I see on the distressingly precise. I check it against my odometer each top off, mileage meter. 11? Is it true that you are joking? We got 8 mpg out of our 3-ton Humvees in the Marine Corps, driving on soil or sand streets at 45 miles per hour. First, the love of all that is pure and holy, there's a person on Fuelly.com that gets 15.5 mpg out of his Model T. His 1918 Model T, which has wooden spokes and a carburetor that appears as though you could get it out of a container at Home Depot for $1.73. Note, on the off chance that you are a Model T geek, the most vindictive of all the subspecies of mechanical geeks, you don't have to revise me about Model T Arcana, as no one wants to think about it. Truly. No one wants to think about it. Presently go prepare for the Labor Day parade. Presently, contrasting my auto with a Model T isn't generally reasonable, I know. In the event that I infant it, driving like one of my extraordinary aunties, you pick, Bernice, or Evelyn, I can get 24 mpg. Yippee me. In any case, I was contemplating those pitiful, unaltered in a century mpg figures when I knew I was driving one of the last ages of gas-controlled autos created by mankind. Since electric autos are similarly marvelous and will manage the perch at some point or another, similarly as Model T's bit-by-bit supplanted stallions. Without a doubt, EVs have their constraints as does each innovation, yet they are obviously, not only hyperbolically, amazing. As a local Californian, I admit to utilizing wonderful a little unreservedly, however perhaps not as uninhibitedly as the normal San Francisco Yelp commentator. A note to Anthony W. of Benicia, California, Macintosh and cheese isn't marvelous, unless it motivates incredible appreciation, dread, as per dictionary.com. In the event that you respect your Macintosh and Cheddar or feel anxious around it, you should converse with an emotional well-being proficient, or perhaps an exorcist. Is Anthony W. discussing near greatness, which sounds like a class offered at UC Santa Claus Cruise? Perhaps he's just eaten Kraft Macintosh and Cheddar out of a crate, in which case a cheddar-soaked bechamel sauce really is kind of marvelous in case you're initially encountering it. That helps me to remember the first occasion when I drove an electric auto. Contrasted with driving a normal auto, it truly was stunning. Mystically, my better half's Fiat 500e noiselessly drifted up a slope, quickening the distance. Regardless of how quick I went, there was no clamor, vibration, or motor feel by any means. An enchantment cover ride, a 90 mph golf truck, just for $159 a month. Gas-controlled autos don't have a quarter stallion's possibility at the ISDT, not when EVs achieve cost and range equality, and they're a considerable measure nearer than 10 years back. A $40,000 Chevy Bolt isn't as quick and great taking care of as your normal $40,000 auto, however it is superior to your normal $25,000 auto, and to what extent before you can get one or something like it for $25,000. Not long. Chevy merchants are as of now marking down them to $32,000, so another 20 or 30% isn't a pipe dream. Range is arriving as well. The Bolt will go 238 miles on a full charge, about to the extent my Mazda, in the event that I child it, on a full tank. It's additionally fun, such as driving a completely encased rocket-controlled skateboard with a chintzy inside. I'll get one utilized when they begin falling off their leases. LE Bolt isn't an incredible incentive at $40,000, yet at $18,000? Sign me up. Then again, electric cruisers are fun, yet not wonderful. When I can purchase a bicycle with the execution of a sport bike and the scope of a Goldwing, with quick chargeability, at the cost of a normal standard, that will to be sure be magnificent. Zero's items are fun and common sense, yet coming up short on juice before 100 miles per hour is by no means wonderful, as is spending $17,000 or more for what is fundamentally a bike. In any case, do you know what truly is great? Gas-fueled cruisers, and we have bunches of those. Contrasted with pretty much whatever else with an engine, they truly do fill you with wonderment, the meaning of great in the without non-lexicons. By what other method would you be able to depict the sentiment a throughout the day ride in the mountains, dragging your knee at barber, or path part your approach to work past a great many disappointed suckers in their econo boxes? It's not hyperbolic to state cruisers are marvelous and dependably will be, notwithstanding for a Californian.